Welcome to Singapore Junior Physics Olympiad 2012 General Round Question 23. A beam of light strikes one mirror of a pair of right-angle mirrors at an angle of incidence of 45 degrees as shown in the diagram. If the right-angle mirror assembly is rotated such that the angle of incidence is now 55 degrees, what will happen to the angle of the beam that emerges from the right-angle mirror assembly? The options are A. It will move through an angle of 15 degrees with respect to the original emerging beam. B. It will move through an angle of 35 degrees with respect to the original emerging beam. C. It will move through an angle of 45 degrees with respect to the original emerging beam. D. It will move through an angle of 55 degrees with respect to the original emerging beam. Or E. It will emerge parallel to the original emerging beam. Now, to begin answering this question, we first look at the direction of the original emerging light beam with respect to the incident light beam of the original configuration where the incident angle is at 45 degrees. So, this is a sketch of the diagram to reproduce the one shown here. Now, let's look at this triangle in greater detail. So, we know that this angle, which is this, is just equal to 45 degrees from a law of reflection, where the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Now, this angle is at right angle from each other. These two lines, though, are also at right angle from each other. Therefore, what we can conclude is that this dotted line and the base of this triangle here are actually parallel to each other. So you can trace this Z shape here, and therefore we can say that this angle is also equal to 45 degrees because this and this are parallel to each other. Now, since the normal is also at 90 degrees from the base, we can tell that this angle is just equal to 90 minus 45. So it is itself 45 degrees. Now again, from a law of reflection, this angle is also 45 degrees from the normal. So what we can say is that for the outgoing emerging beam, it is at an angle of 180 degrees from the incoming beam, because the incoming beam first goes through 2 times of 45 degrees. Then over here, it goes through another reflection equivalent to 2 times of 45 degrees again. And in total, that is equal to 180 degrees. So next we look at the second case where the incident angle is now at 55 degrees. Again, we take a look at the zoom in figure of this triangle here. So as mentioned earlier, the dotted lines here is parallel to the base of the triangle due to the fact that both these lines are actually at right angle from this side of the triangle. Therefore, this angle right here is also at 55 degrees. And again, since the normal incident is at 90 degrees from the base, this angle here is just 90 minus 55, which is equal to 35 degrees. And from the law of reflection, this angle here is 35 degrees as well. And now we are ready to compute the angle of the outgoing emerging beam as compared to the incident beam for the second case. So calculation is as shown here. First, the incident beam undergo a change of path equivalent to 2 times of 55 degrees. Then over here, it undergoes another change of path equivalent to 2 times of 35 degrees. So the total angle change is equivalent to 180 degrees, which is the same as the first case presented here. Therefore, the answer to this question is E. It will emerge parallel to the original emerging beam.